ran deep in their trembling flesh and their fresh wounds. I slept in a queue, extended in red plumes, crawled round a rock restless, lepers in lead shoes, in single file silence. Slug trail marches, craning necks stretching to ram's horn branches, arching round shoulders, eyes on stalks, snake run the stick figures on their white hot forks, fog falling, fenders in the distance, flogging sugar riders, peddling religions, penny for a lost day, 7 for a sixpence, a cavalcade of kings and their devilish afflictions. Hold line, one whisper tore through the doors yet again and soared high above the rest for a second. I could fed the friends, shitting and burning in a simultaneous flash. Jaw beat quivers as it hits the glacial mass. Old hags sobbing into wine glass, dry bark smoulders in an old man's pipe as the sky's part lines start moving in their multicolored comet trails, dogged pair link blocks choking on their patience. I tried to hold the vomit in my mouth, I promise, and when my cheeks burst, I felt the whole forest on this. Push past them, cut them and collide, cause I dreamt of a fuckable stack of stunners stuck on the other side, like snakeskin paths in the dust, following the cracks in the caramel crust. Please save my place. White lights whirling in the brain that led the tiny clown through a dying giant's veins. Please save my place. So calling all mugs, mice, masters and mules, cloud chewing hogs, huge mutants and ghouls. Please queue here. Either that's a glacier cherry on his chest, or the snipers had him locked in his crosshairs forever. Let me guess, queue here. Yeah, we will now serve civilian a trillion on 4 and snip the instrument for insolence positioned in his jaws. Yelled the smug steward chewing on his 10th peppered steak. Cold hands rubbing at his wet lettuce face. Step forth, the doors that sold just for him, ushered into black clouds, painting silver skulls on his supple skin, muffling the wolf whistle streaming from beneath that used to form an iron shell around his featureless physique. Now his flesh slipped off him to reveal his bones of grown mouths of their own, to scream freedom for once, and each muscle slid into the sky, dripping sweet and blood, melting through the icy floor, slipping on a sea of slush. Beating heart pukes a new gospel, and the stubborn gut takes a bow and crumbles in a puff of dust. A short fat cripple caught his eyes in a rusty jug, inflating them to twin suns burning brightly up above. Lips stretched into plush red carpets, unfurling further, phlegm forms to varnish. Every brain cell swanning out into the carnage, to pause for the cameras flashing, every pattern matching. His mind splattering an intricate design on every grinning speck of space, spreading infinite supply. Nothing left but a grain of salt shrinking in the sky. We will now serve civilian a trillion on fire, like snakeskin paths in the dust, following the cracks in the caramel crust. Please save my place. White lights whirling in the brain that led the tiny clown through a dying giant's veins. Please save my place. So calling all mugs, mice, masters and mules, cloud chewing hogs, huge mutants and ghouls. Please queue here. Either that's a glacier cherry on his chest, or the snipers had him locked in his crosshairs forever. Let me guess, queue here.